Shout outs to the good people down at Independent Dope. Like,
all right, Parlay, welcome to Independent Dope.
For sure, for sure.
Appreciate having you.
Glad to be here, glad to be here.
Appreciate having you. So, I'm gonna get right into it. I feel like you had a resurgence through your viral clips. Mm-hmm. Like we know you from them Franchize Boyz, White Tee. I think they like me, but I feel like recently you've been going viral back to back just off giving game. Mm-hmm. You dig? So like, it was the real nigga versus hood nigga versus street nigga topic. It was super controversial. Like, what made you feel like you had to speak on that?
I think because a lot of times when you talk to people, especially those from the street, from the hood, projects, however you want to name it, 9 times out of 10 when a nigga tell you he's street, he's trying to tell you that he's a gangster.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that be true when somebody say I'm a street nigga, but their intentions is to like I say to tell them I'm a gangster. But just because you're a street nigga don't mean you're a gangster. And a lot of people don't understand that. Just because you stand from the streets don't mean you gotta be from the hood. I know street niggas from the suburbs.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And just because you're a real nigga don't make you a gangster, hood nigga, or goddamn street nigga. You see what I'm saying? And people get all the mess confused. So I just felt like I just had to elaborate on it a little bit to kind of put some clarification on it.
Yeah, I was glad that you did because I feel like it's one of the most overused terms, period. Like everybody says I'm a real nigga, but I think too many times they say it to mean criminal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you could be from the hood 100,000%, but never get your feet wet.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of them.
Right. I'm from where I'm from, but I was never active a day in my life. Mm-hmm. But I'm outside with everybody because we grew up who we grew up around. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I think people try to wave it around like a flag, and it's like, if you really from it, that don't impress anybody. So It's like, we're not from farms. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like it's like one of those things where every time that clip comes back up, it's like a super like 200 comment type of thing because everybody got something to say about it, and it's so controversial because people feel like they got to get it off. But really, like you said, everybody's trying to impress somebody when they say that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not just saying it to really describe themselves. They're trying to impress you. Facts. Or they're trying to put fear in you.
Facts. One or the other.
Exactly. But like I brought it up to say this is because like, you describe yourself all the time. I've seen, you're like, I'm a gangster. You dig? Mm-hmm. But you never put it in the music. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys are like, the fathers are like snap music. Mm-hmm. But it's like, today, everybody feels like they gotta talk about what they do in detail. Or they gotta do it because they talked about it.
Facts.
So like, how did you have to know the knowledge to know like, I don't gotta talk about this in my music?
Cause I'm a real street nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain rules apply when people say these certain words and say they certain type of people. To me, it's like an unspoken rule. You know what I'm saying? So when niggas say they a certain thing, I expect certain shit.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So when people don't deliver it, then I look at people like, what is he talking about? What is he doing? For me, you know what I'm saying? I just knew that if you talk about shit on the fucking song, you gotta go to jail, especially if you're talking about the shit that you're doing for real, in real life. You know what I'm saying? Right. So for me, I like to have fun, I like to party, I like to dance. That was me in real life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't lying or flexing or faking that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that shit didn't take away from the person who I was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was 100% comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody from my hood, everybody know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? But that never stopped me from partying and being in the middle of the floor dancing, because that's what I like doing.
Yeah, like you're known for like, you created like the snap dance, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like these days, like even though people like they do like dancing, kind of like the Bobby Shmurda thing, they still talk super detailed to the point where like, it's not just saying, hey, this is the type of dude he is. They're saying, hey, what we think he did last week, he just put a song out about it. And with the recent like Atlanta cases, it's like they're trying to take down every major like conglomerate in Atlanta, and they're bringing up lyrics. Like, why do you think that got lost?
The internet. It's easy, the internet. The internet created an instant thing of gratification, of fame, of notoriety, of limelight, of stardomship. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to have a record deal no more to feel that no more. Don't nobody got to know you like that. Everybody in your projects in your hood can know you. You can have 10,000, 20,000 followers. You see what I'm saying? As long as them, if you got 20,000 followers and 10,000 comment on your shit every day, it's gonna do something to you. It's gonna do something to your ego. You see what I'm saying? And niggas feel the void of chasing that. So when people come in the game and people don't really know of them, they want to say all the things that they doing or they may did, so people accept them for that. You see what I'm saying? Instead of just being you. If you a real nigga, bro, when a nigga run across you, and he bump shoulder, he gonna be like, I fuck with shot a real nigga. You see what I'm saying? You don't gotta explain that shit. You see what I'm saying? But the internet makes people want to be more than what they really are. You know what I'm saying? So I say social media for real.
Yeah, it's like you got all these people commenting that are not from the trench at all, and they'll comment like, you know, the new thing the kids like to comment slide for Vaughn. And these dudes maybe never had a fist fight day in their life, but they tell you to go murder somebody. So it's like, you think some people get caught up in like wanting that clout, or are they used to having clout in the hood, so they want to carry it over to the game, like the industry?
I can't answer that question for per se, because I don't know a person that we talking about for anything. I don't really be knowing, but I don't really be knowing people where they come from for real. One thing about it, if you are who you are, you don't have to tell nobody. Everybody else gonna tell everybody who you are. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really understand it. And the ones who do it, I just feel like they ain't been through enough. They ain't seen enough. They ain't went through enough situations to know what not to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, shit, you don't know no better until you got there to spank your ass yourself, till you get spanked yourself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
and it's like I seen like, you know, just through like me, kind of like I pay attention to the game, like the industry side, and like I do research, whether I'm talking to somebody or just on a personal level. So like I know of, like, you know, you've had public cases, murder charge, drug trafficking, but like you really don't make the music about, you may have like spoke about it a couple times, but you don't make it the center. Like you didn't like put out a tape called like On the Run or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, even still, you know, you still kind of stay like that. Like you think like it'll get back to that where we just kind of like, you know, keep it tucked. If it's happening, keep it tucked and just have fun in the music, just straight fun.
Real street niggas are gonna always be real street niggas.
You
know what I'm saying? When you're a rapper and you're an artist and you doing music, you know what I'm saying? It's a seesaw. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what angle you're going for. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, always been who I was, so I ain't never tried to necessarily pretend to be somebody that I want. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about all that shit. You see what I'm saying? It's just not smart to talk about all that shit. It ain't for everybody to know. Social media makes you want to let everybody know every part of your life, everything that you're doing, when you're doing it. Street, that shit is not for street niggas. Social media is for entertainment. If you're an artist, use it for entertaining. So if you want to be on there with your guns, and you want to be on there with your guns in your music videos, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you know feds watching, and you know that you can get indicted off these videos having these guns, especially if you're a convicted felon, or you're on probation, or you got niggas around you who convicted felons, my niggas just go get a movie gun.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? Look, it look the fucking the same. And put them on your Instagram. The niggas who you want to entertain, they're not gonna know.
They're not gonna be looking.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And it's gonna give it the same feel. Be an entertainer. Use social media to entertain. You see what I'm saying? That real shit, keep that shit to the side. Cause it's gonna be a time you might bump into something and everybody gonna use all that shit against you. Then what you gonna say? You see what I'm saying?
So how was that like, cause me and you got something in common. We both went to HBCUs. I went to Cheney, you know what I'm saying? And you went to somewhere in North Carolina?
Barbara Scotia,
All right, so how was that going from like being like, you know, lit in the hood, doing music, popping athlete, you was a varsity athlete, right? So that means, you know, if you're a varsity athlete, you on that nigga type time. You know what I mean? So how's it going from like being outside, being that nigga outside, and then going to school, like out of state?
Really, it really wasn't. It wasn't a difference for me. Everybody from the city, on the west side, my side, and the east side, and the south side niggas who I knew all went to this school. And I went to school to sell weed. You know what I'm saying? So my mental, it wasn't a really difference for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to school to do the same shit I was doing in the hood already. You know what I'm saying? And then just end up stumbling up on the rap shit. And that's where I started rapping at.
Did you finish?
Nah, I did 3 semesters.
Oh, that's more than most people. That's fire though. So when you did, what do you feel like defines like the career more, like white tee? I think they like me. You got a favorite, or do you feel like Or they both serve different purposes?
Being honest, I think that's just the beginning of my of this book, of my chapter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got so much other stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? See, me, it's layers. It all depends on what you know me from, what you say.
Yeah.
I got people who will never mention Franchize Boyz if you talk to me. Okay. If you speak of me. You see what I'm saying? So it's just all depends. But the music, Franchize Boyz, all them songs did kind of, you know, put me in the position I am now, so I could have a more broad voice.
Give you the platform.
You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I have a more broad voice. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to speak this real shit to the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That OG talk.
I like now that like how the industry is. Back in the day, it was like whatever you were known for, you were stuck. But now it's like you can do music, write a book, do movies, podcasts, and all that. So like you just spoke on it. Where you trying to transition to? I know you got in departments right now.
Yeah, and I got the podcast in departments. I got OG Talk the podcast. I got that show. I done did like 3-4 movies. I got a movie called The Trap.
You wrote it?
Wrote it, directed, shot it, acted in it, picked everybody. Bankroll Fresh, and actually Bankroll Fresh in the movie before anybody knew who Bankroll Fresh was. Okay, you got. He was young Fresh then. You know what I'm saying? It's on YouTube, and it's like almost like 5 million views. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I wrote like 3-4 movies before. You know what I'm saying? I coach football. Me and Quavo got a football program called Huncho Elite. You know what I'm saying? Active in the community. You know what I'm saying? I do a little bit of everything, being honest. Yeah,
Atlanta's becoming like the new Black Hollywood. I was just talking about it earlier. Every time you see a project, at the end of it, you see that peach at the end.
No, for sure.
They might say they in Paris, France, Memphis, anywhere you go, like, but it's that peach at the end. Like, so how is that like becoming like the Hollywood? How's that changed Atlanta? Like being known for film now.
I think that it was about time, Atlanta, the blackest city in the United States of America to me.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I only feel like it's only right for black people to come down there and thrive. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be able to come to Atlanta and be a producer, singer, songwriter, actor, director, screenwriter, videographer, photographer, I think it's a good melting pot for everybody to come and get a piece of this black culture.
Yeah, I'm real up north East Coast biased, like traditionally, but like you can't deny Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I used to be an Atlanta hater too back in the day, like way back in the day, because like it's like you know like you are loyal to whatever group you listen to.
Transition, man. Yeah. Everybody got to go through a transition.
But then it's like you can't deny these. Like my brother was heavy Outkast. You know, I'm heavy Dipset. But like at the time, it was like Atlanta was just kind of coming back. But now it's like it's been 20 years. It's not going nowhere.
For sure.
And I feel like like they influenced. You guys influenced the music, but I think there's like a lot of fashion that's been influenced too. That doesn't always get talked about, like you said, like the tall tees, you know, stuff like that. So like that's an imprint on the game.
I know we change the culture when it comes to the black community. And when I say that, Atlanta, we change the music and we change the fashion. You know, like you say with white tees, you know. People wore white tee, but it was never a fashion before we dropped white tee. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was no such thing as a tall tee at all. You know what I'm saying? Before we came out, there was no such thing as a tall tee. The bigger the t-shirt got, the wider it got.
The wider, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not the longer it got. You see what I'm saying? And even the super baggy clothes. You see what I'm saying? And everybody started dressing the same way. A few years later, you know what I'm saying, you take Shop Boys, and me and Shop Boys, all of us from the same project. Us, Shop Boys, D4L, Shot It Low, all of us from the same projects. Shop Boys came and made everybody start wearing skinny clothes.
Rockstar swag, dude.
Facts. Was people wearing European cuts already? Yes, but it wasn't a fad though. Everybody wasn't doing it. Party Like a Rockstar make everybody go skinny. Facts.
You think it was Rockstar? You think
Party Like a Rockstar made everybody go skinny.
Jim Jones in them?
No, it wasn't. You gotta think about this. Jim, them been wearing clothes like that. You gotta think, L's my man, them my dog.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They been clothes like that. Everybody wasn't dressing like that because they was dressing like that. Everybody started dressing like that because Shop Boy Party Like a Rockstar.
And they made an anthem.
Facts.
It still plays.
Yes, and everybody went. First, everybody went European style. Yeah. Then everybody went skinny after Facts. European. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And you got to think, Party Like a Rockstar was in a time where it was still baggy clothes. Cause you got to think, like I said, from my projects, they was wearing baggy clothes. You see what I'm saying?
They did it for like the image, you think, like.
Chance the part like a rock star, he was just part of the image. Then my homeboy Meanie kind of really been wearing small clothes like that, you know what I'm saying, from the Shop Boys. So it was kind of easy, but that is what made people say, I'm gonna start wearing fitted clothes right there.
Yeah.
The whole world started wearing fitted clothes at the party, like a rock star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got us with white tee and the baggy clothes, and you got Shop Boy part and Rockstar. And all us, like I said, all us from the West Side. So Atlanta, we didn't just we changed the fashion and the music.
So you how many people came out your projects?
The first person on my project that was really, really big was Kilo Ali. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Kilo is probably one of the biggest bass music artists in the time. Then you had D4L and Shawty Low, me, Shop Boys.
I seen something you said that it was called Polo Palace music.
Pool Palace music.
Pool Palace, pardon me.
Yeah, Pool Palace music.
So where did they change the snap music?
Because it was I think what year 2005, 2006. One of these years, 2005, 2006. It was like 7 to 8 songs from the top 10. All of them had snaps in it. Yeah. So the RAA started calling it snap music to identify the sound, because that's the only way they knew how to identify the sound. They didn't know what the hell it was. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But we never called it that because it ain't got nothing to do with the snap. White tee don't got snaps in it. Yeah. Or I think They Like Me don't got snaps in it.
I feel like it got mixed up with the crunk music sometimes, people, but it is a different sound. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think They Like Me. What about when you do the dance, the snap dance?
But see, if they say snap music, that don't got snaps in it. So how can it be snap music?
Okay.
If to their definition.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
So you embrace it or no?
I mean, it's cool. I ain't tripping. I mean, how many people got their own genre?
Yeah, because y'all like the fathers of that genre.
Yeah, who the fuck who got their own genre? How many motherfuckers done came out and got their own genre?
You and Lil Jon.
You know what I'm saying? And
T.I. Yeah. Oh, the trap music?
Facts.
Okay.
And all three sounds started at the same time.
You think T.I. created trap music?
Of course.
Because it was like a controversy, like T.I., Gucci.
Of course. You didn't heard of Gucci before. You didn't know who Gucci was when T.I. was out. You didn't heard of G's before T.I. was out. You heard none of them. Dope Boy was in the trap, was playing on the radio. And everybody in Atlanta was like, how the fuck they playing Dope Boys in the fucking trap on the radio?
And T.I.'s really from Atlanta.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He from Bankhead. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, all this shit I'm saying, it's West Side shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, who else was talking that trap shit publicly before Tip? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like an internet debate now. It's like...
It's not a debate.
Outside of Atlanta, it's like...
Yeah, but sometimes people you got to deal with information.
It's an Atlanta convo.
You know what I'm saying? If you dealing with information, then it'll lead you to the right path. You see what I'm saying? Gucci came out after us. T.I. was already out before we even came out, dog. Yeah.
Well, Gucci got lit with So Icy and Black T. Mm-hmm. Like that was kind
of. And that wasn't trap music.
You don't consider that? Okay.
No, it wasn't trap music. He wasn't talking about trapping. Trap music is talking about trapping.
You okay? All right. Okay.
Because how you gonna have trap music if you ain't talking about trapping?
You're right. I feel like it was also just like a sound, like a sound.
No, you gotta be just trap music.
So it's content.
It's just content. It's called trap music. You know what I'm saying? It's a content. You know what I'm saying? Heavy 808s. You know what I'm saying? Synth sounds and the content of music. Like if you ask people what snap music is, they're gonna say it's fun style. They got snaps in it. You can dance to it. That's what they're gonna say.
So T.I., if T.I. is the father of trap, like who would you say is like your top 5 like Atlanta artists?
But see, when it comes to artists, I like the streets. You see what I'm saying? I like people. I like their craft. It's nobody who I like more than another, or somebody who I just like. Oh, I like him a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's this year. I can listen to it. It all depends on the artist. If the artist keep going, I keep going with them.
Do you feel like there's anybody? Some people like they may not be the most like quote unquote talented, but they're so authentic in their sound that you to the fact like he had to been involved, so the music just resonates different.
I know a few artists like that. Joe Gifted. He the hardest shit in Atlanta, period. He's the street Drake, for sure.
Joe Gifted?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a street Drake. He sing, he rap, he produce. He'll do a whole song in 10 minutes.
And he's from Atlanta?
Yeah, he's like that. Bars, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck where you put him in. Bring him to Philly, take him to New York, take him to Jersey, I don't give a damn where you take him at. I put him against anybody.
Yeah, I think sometimes people got caught up, and maybe not so much as anymore, but people got caught up in the fact that they used to think like Atlanta didn't produce lyricists,
Oh, we got shitload of lyricists.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. And I didn't even know that coming up. Like, you thought it was like Andre. you know, but then you come to find out there's like a lot of Andres, you dig?
Yeah.
So like, and I have a partner that moved down there from PA, and he was like, no, there's rappers out here. You know, it's just the trap is the trap, and you don't have to be lyrical when you're doing the trap music. But so who's the most lyrical out of Atlanta, you think?
I don't know. When it's about lyrical, it's a few of them. It all depends on your style and what you like. I know Sahari. He hard as fuck.
Yeah, and his pen's all over the game.
Yeah, he Sahai is fucking hard as fuck.
Another pen. I say that because they're behind a lot of people's
Yeah,
verses.
they behind a lot of people verses.
So it's
they hard. Pesci Mayweather's hard too.
Okay.
I fuck with Pesci, like Gifted, trap shit, like real recognized Rio. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a lot of niggas down there who really got down. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas who really own their shit down there. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Donna. You know what I'm saying? Like he like there's a few niggas down there who spit that shit.
Yeah, I seen you make a statement. You said you feel like about 98% of rappers, I guess, in the whole industry are kind of like Fugazi time. They're fake. What made you say you feel like that?
Cause don't nobody be themselves.
Like just
Don't nobody be themselves, right? You know what I'm saying?
when the cameras go off.
I feel like everybody is pretending to some extent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because especially street niggas. Even though I know social media, you need social media, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how you make your money, you know, your promo and shit like that. Don't no nigga like being on social media like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So to do this, so I get on there and I see niggas on there every day like, you might not be as street as I thought you was. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, because when you move around in the street, dog, you don't get a lot of time to be on their fucking social media, bro. You see what I'm saying? This is something I know. This ain't something I'm guessing. You see what I'm saying? But then I don't know how everybody moves too. You see what I'm saying? So, but I don't feel like everybody is being 100% self though. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people who hide a lot of shit because they get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? But then soon you fall out with them. Oh, that nigga wasn't real anyway. But what they speak about you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you condone sucker shit, you're a sucker too. So if you stand with a nigga who doing sucker shit, you're a sucker too. That's your flaw.
If I'm that, why was you around me?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you mentioned the internet. Like I like how you do with the apartment post. You know, we both have platforms, but you do real good with the constant marketing, constant posts. Like how did you know to start doing that? Like with the marketing, digital marketing side, with the branding side. Like how did you know just to flood it?
No, I didn't. My dog B-High, dope fucking interview. He was doing. He had fucking podcasts when it was called Internet Radio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He done fucking interview every celebrity, old and new. You know what I'm saying? He's like my podcast mentor. You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of giving me the game, letting me know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And I looked at this shit like a trap.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? One thing I know about trap and one thing I know about hood shit is that when you starting out, the only way to become a big dog is stay consistent.
Yeah.
It's not your product. It's not how good or how bad it is. It's how consistent you are.
Volume.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
and over time, that consistency is going to be rewarded. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of took that same approach with this podcast shit. And I looked and I say, niggas don't drop every day. Niggas don't drop every other day. Niggas drop 1 or 2 times a week. You see what I'm saying? Nah, I'm dropping every day, every other day, 2, 3, 4 interviews a week. You know what I'm saying?
What made you run with Apartments, and how'd you pick the name?
Desi. You know what I'm saying?
Banks?
Yeah, Desi.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're in an apartment with this shit. That would it be. You know what I'm saying? It really just fit. It was easy. You know what I'm saying? It was easy because shit, that's where niggas at. Especially in the city, especially in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The nigga leave the houses and go to the apartments.
Yeah. But I like what you're doing with that, man. Like I said, I like to see people know that they can pivot, not necessarily leave the music alone, because music is forever as long as you're creating. But I like that people are like, we're all becoming more independent and creating our own platform so we don't have to lean on it so nobody can pull the plug. You know what I'm saying? Because like the podcast bag is almost bigger than the music bag, you know, these days.
It is. It's really better.
With all these advertisements, and to some extent you don't even gotta move around. You can stay with the family.
It's really better.
But so I love what you're doing. So I wanna
y'all too, I love what y'all doing too, for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Something positive. We hear so many horror stories about the industry and things like that. We all know what could go wrong. Everybody knows what could go wrong. We hear about all these, people beef with execs and all that. But I was to ask you, like, what's some of the best advice you got from like Jermaine Dupri as him being a CEO, the label head? Because we always hear horror stories. Not necessarily with him, but just in general.
I would speak on this. That's a good topic. I speak on that. I fuck with JD. As far as JD, as far as being around JD in the industry, he showed me when somebody fuck with you, all that other shit in between don't mean nothing. If a nigga fuck with you, he can fuck with you. We never had a so-so-def contract in our life.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We never been signed so-so-def. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine was the president of Urban and Virgin. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got signed to. After Universal, we got signed to Virgin. You know what I'm saying? And JD was the president over there. But he pushed our music, put us in the situation, stood behind all our music, helped us create the album in the studio, helped direct what we was gonna do, what our singles was gonna be, and everything.
So he essentially did all out for Handshake.
Yeah, basically. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Basically.
That's crazy, because I wouldn't even recommend that for people, but you being comfortable and him being thorough enough to live up to his word, obviously. I've never heard of that other than like Luda and Shaka. They said they never had a contract. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But we did get signed to Virgin, which he was the president of. Okay. You know what I'm saying. But it was never like signed us so def. Then we gonna sign y'all the Virgin or nothing. But he still kept his like arm around. Nah, we still fuck with JD. We still record at the studio when we want to. We still fuck with him. We still locked in with him. You know what I'm saying. So that's why I say it was a good thing you said that, and I speak on that because a lot of people don't do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say when a lot of niggas be like, I fuck with you as an artist, I fuck with you. Niggas don't really be fucking with y'all. Nigga might be a fan of your music, he might like your craft, but niggas don't really fuck with you. If he did, it's easy to say, come on, put some promotion behind you. Buy my word and my face card. It's nothing to retweet you. It's nothing, bro. That's what I say. And that goes back to how I say 98% of these niggas is flawed. I be like, just tweet it. Yeah, so what's the best advice you would give somebody coming up in the game? And any part of this industry, what's the best advice you would give somebody? Do what your passion is. If you do what your passion is, it ain't gonna matter about anything else if you like doing it. You know, niggas who like to hoop don't give a fuck if they hooping by themselves outside or it's niggas hooping with them. It don't matter. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if they snowed in, they gonna dribble in the house, they gonna shoot off the wall. When you like doing what you do, nothing else gonna matter, you gonna do that. If you did with passion, it's gonna lead you to the money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas want to be rappers because they see what everybody else got. And when they don't have it for them, they get frustrated, they don't know what to do, don't know how to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Off the greed and not the passion. Yeah, not the passion. You know what I'm saying? Your passion gonna keep you in the studio. It's gonna make you get in the studio. I don't give a fuck who ain't heard you. That passion gonna be like, well, I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna make another one. And it'll keep you rolling. You know what I'm saying? And deal with information. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, stop guessing. Stop saying what you feel like you think supposed to go on, what you feel like you think the answer is. Search for the answer. Yeah. And if you don't got the answer, don't make no decision. This is the best time in the world to seek information. No, it is. And when you deal with information, you don't make emotional decisions either. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Because it is what it is. And the stakes are too high. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got kids. The stakes are too high. For sure. Yeah, so you got anything coming up you want to mention, you want to talk about? I'm approaching 200 episodes in the apartment with Parlae. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm going on a year, but I think it'll be a year and a half in January. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So just rolling, just doing that. You know what I'm saying? Independent artist, tap in with me. Give a damn what you do, sing. You're a ballerina, you juggle. You do goddamn cross country running. I don't give a damn what you do. Tap in with me. That's fine. We tap in with the street, man. We want to hear you. Okay. And we're going to end it there. Parlay. For sure, man. Appreciate your time, brother.